everybody and welcome back. Today we are doing another Shop My Samples update. It is the week of project panning. It's the first week of every month. I don't know how it ended up like this, but this is how it ended up. So I'm pretty excited. Last month for Shop My Samples, we had a huge month. This month, it's not as huge, but I still feel like I made some decent progress and I did make some changes to the storage, which I will talk about at the end. If you are new here, Shop My Samples is a project pan where I go through my deluxe, travel, single-use foil packet samples and try to use them up because what else good are they doing me? And then I go through and I show you, it's a rolling project pan. I use 10 things at a time. Once I'm done with those, I roll in new products and then I go through and I show you what I used up and I tell you if I would be willing to purchase it in the full size. And yeah, these are some of my favorite videos. You guys seem to like them a little bit. So here we go. We are here for another day of this and we are making progress on the sample stash. I don't know how long this series will last. It's going to go until the sample stash is empty. So for now, let's talk about the samples that I used up this round. So product category, item number 1. I started with the First Aid Beauty Hydrating Eye Cream. This is such a teeny little baby size. 0.1 fluid ounces. I enjoyed this eye cream as just an everyday hydrate, like it is a hydrating eye cream. I enjoyed it as such. I think that I used this at nighttime and I feel like if I did purchase the full size, I would kind of switch it to the morning time use because it was really good for just an extra like burst of hydration. But I would purchase this in the full size. It was a good just stand up everyday eye cream. Nothing super fancy, but it worked well. When I finished that off, I brought in this. This is a newer product. This is the Biosons Squalene and Marine Algae Eye Cream. Someone had left a comment saying that they really enjoyed this for their dark circles, and I completely agree. This was such a nice eye cream. It was very thick and luxurious. Definitely a nighttime eye cream for me, but yeah, I would 100% repurchase this in the full size. I think this is the first Biosons product that I've tried, and it was nice. Like, I liked it. I was very impressed, and I have like their moisturizer that I want to try that I got in some box, and I'm really excited to try it now because this was just a really good eye cream. Like it was a great eye cream. And then once I finished that off, I brought in this. This is the Kinship Self-Reflect Probiotic Moisturizing Sunscreen. I think I've used a full size of this before. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that I have. I'm using this now as a sunscreen, so I will give you an update once I finish it off, but it's a good sunscreen. For number 2, we did some perfumes. And this will kind of get more explained when I talk about the storage and how I'm storing them now, but it's just a mixed bag at this point. But I started with the Eau de Juice Love Unfiltered. Oh, it does smell really good though. I feel like this was kind of on its way to going bad because it definitely did have like that alcohol-y scent to it. But these perfumes as a whole are some of my absolute favorites. They are from Cosmopolitan, ironically, which who would have seen that coming, but they are just a good cruelty-free perfume brand. Cruelty-free perfumes, not easy to come across, so I do have a ginormous collection of these, and for whatever reason I also have a bunch of minis. I have already purchased this in the full size from like way long ago. And then once that was gone, I brought in the Eau de Juice 100% Chilled. This one, I like this even more. This is more of like a muskier scent, but it's still like bright and refreshing. It's the weirdest thing, but I love it. And I also have this one in the full size. It's so good. I love these perfumes so much. When I finished that one off, I brought in the Juliet Has a Gun Vanilla Vibes. I really like the OG like Nada perfume, but this one was really good too. Oh, this one I don't have in the full size, but I would absolutely purchase it. Same with Nada perfume because everything I've smelled from Juliet Has a Gun has been fabulous and I love it, and I strongly recommend this scents because they are so good and they last so long. So definite yes to this, but I don't own it in the full size already. And then I just finished that off a couple days ago and I brought in this. This did not have a lot of product in it because there was so much air, but it is the Lano Lips Tinted Lip Balm in Perfect Nude for dry lips. I didn't know that Lano Lips was cruelty free. They are, but I didn't know that. So that's awesome, and this will be going into the next round. All of these products are linked down below if you're curious. Product number 3, category item, I never know, number 3. The Moroccan Oil Treatment, the hair oil. I have so many of these little guys. I don't know why, but I do, and I love these oils, and I already have this in the full size. I love to use this just to kind of give my hair a little bit of shine. I feel like, and I don't have any like scientific evidence to back this up, but I feel like it makes my hair just softer, right? And it feels healthier, and I just freaking love the way that it makes my hair feel and look. And I feel like the days that I use this, it just kind of looks, even when I'm doing like kind of messy waves, it just looks better. So I purchased this in the full size over Black Friday last year. I haven't used it yet, but I've got a bunch of these to get through, and I love these. So I finished one of those off, brought in a second one, and then I finished the second one off as well. I do have more of these, but they're buried in my bin. So I just finished this off yesterday, and I brought in this. These are the Sweet Spot Labs. Vanilla Blossom, Grapefruit, Verbena, and Neroli Mandarin. 7 individually wrapped on-the-go wipets. I have not used these yet, but I had thought that these were makeup remover wipes. They're not. And I realized that because it says pH balanced, glycerin and alcohol free, gynecologist tested and recommended, do not flush, biodegradable and compostable. And I was like, well, that seems like a weird label to put on makeup remover wipes. I haven't seen that before. And then it hit me what it was. So I haven't used these yet. I normally don't use like feminine care specific wipes like this. So it'll be, I guess, interesting. But there are 7 individually wrapped wipes in here. Oh, each one is a different scent. So this is like a little trial pack. I was wondering why there were so many scents. This is the Vanilla Blossom. Okay, that makes more sense. They're scented. It'll be interesting. They're going into the next round. All right. Number 4, I started with the Hourglass Equilibrium Intensive Hydrating Eye Balm. This may be my favorite eye cream ever. I use this in the mornings before, like, as I was doing my makeup or like before my makeup. And it really was like a balm texture, but it almost like melted into like this oil type thing, but like a little bit thicker than that. It was so bizarre. And I've never used an eye cream, eye balm like this before, but oh my God. I absolutely loved it. And now that I say that, I want to know how much the full size costs, because I really want to get the full size of this because I think it's so great. But the full size is $95. I'm not saying no, but like, probably not gonna happen. But this was incredible. If you have an extra $95 laying around, maybe think about it because it's really great. And then once I finished that off, I brought in this. This is the Serified Botanicals Camelina and Strobe Luminizing Primer. This is half of an ounce, so it is a ton of primer. I've been using this kind of on and off throughout my Shop My Stash and everything. I don't think it really helps with like luminizing, to be honest with you. Oh my God. You know what? Since using this, my skin has been so dry, and I feel like none of my foundations have really looked the greatest, and I couldn't figure out why. I thought it was an issue with the foundations, but now I'm thinking it's an issue with this because I just put it on the back of my hand, and immediately it is settling into all of the fine lines. Astounding. I don't like this, like, at all. I'm not gonna finish this because I don't like it. Who knew? Why wouldn't I have just tried it on the back of my hand? Hold on, I'm gonna replace this with a different product. If you guys have been watching me on Instagram, you've seen me talk about how I keep having these issues with like different foundations and different concealers, and they keep breaking up and they keep cleaning dry patches, even though they've worked for me in the past. And for whatever reason, the primer never entered my thought process. But now that I'm thinking about it, on the days that I use the Hourglass one that's in my Shop My Stash, everything worked fine. It was when I used this. How did I not make that connection? Okay, this is gone. It's gone. I don't like this. I would not repurchase it. I'm not even going to finish that one off. I'm just going to pick a new product, okay? This is the Bliss Rose Gold Rescue PHA and AHA Blend Sensitive Skin Gentle Resurfacing Peel. It's just a little sachet. I'm taking this into the next round. All right, for number 5, I started with the Bumble Hairdresser's Invisible Oil Heat UV Protective Primer. This one was a 2 fluid ounce size. I love this. This is my holy grail heat protectant. I purchased the full sizes of these at full price when I ran out of heat protectant. This is not a new thing. This is my absolute favorite. So yes, I'd repurchase it. I have no complaints. This is the best. And it doesn't make my hair like feel any type of way, right? It really is just like an invisible primer. It's like you didn't use anything, but it helps protect your hair. And since I started using this as my heat protectant, right now I'm using the Dry Bar Hot Toddy, but since like this is what I primarily use, I have noticed a huge difference in just heat products like not causing as much damage to my hair. This is the greatest. So I finished that off. Then I brought in this mini Tower 28 SOS Daily Rescue Facial Spray. I don't think I have ever gone through a facial spray quicker than I have gone through this little guy. It was 1 fluid ounce, This was my first kind of go around with Tower 28, and I'll tell you what, after trying this out, I bought the lip gloss that everybody keeps talking about because this was fabulous. I loved this so much. And I'm currently using the Peach and Lily, the Glass Skin Veil Mist, and I love that one, but this one, I like to use facial mists like in between various steps of my makeup routine just so nothing gets like super dry, although, you know. And it really, like, this made such a huge difference because it was so hydrating. I would absolutely purchase the full size of this. I have facial sprays to work through. I get that. I would purchase the full size of this because this is fan-freaking-tastic. Now, once I finished that off, I finished off a little sample sachet, one-time use foil packet thing of the Tatcha Rice Polish Gentle Foaming Enzyme Powder. I don't know where that is. I don't know, but I've talked about that before because last time I had used up like a little jar of it, and then I was like, I have a full size of this. I'm bringing it into my shower because I liked it so much, even though I normally don't like powder cleansers. Same feeling. I think this one was for a different skin type, but I have combo skin, so I found that like both work decently well for me. So yeah, I don't have the empty, but I did finish that off. And then I brought in this little mini Herbivore Lapis facial oil. Lapis, maybe, I don't know. This is what I'm currently using. This will go into the next round with me. For number 6, I started with the Bumble and Bumble Don't Blow It Fine Hair Styler for fine to medium soft hair. My hair is weird because I have like really fine hair, but I have so much of it that it gives the appearance of being thick. So sometimes I find that using products made for thick hair is helpful, and sometimes I find products made for thin hair is helpful. This one I did enjoy actually a lot. I don't know, I don't think I have this in the full size, but I would definitely purchase this in the full size because like I said, I do think it helped my hair a lot, and I really liked it as, because I do like to air dry my hair, and that's kind of what this is meant for, and I did really like it as that. Once I finished that off, I brought in this Wildcat Ginger and Kombucha Skin Tonic. This is what I'm currently using. I have, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's about right here left. So this will be going into the next round as well. For number 7, we started with the Moroccan Oil Body Souffle Body Moisturizer. Oh my God, you guys, I loved this. It smelled so good. And recently in a previous Shop My Samples, I did the body oil, and I loved the body oil so much that I bought the full size. I don't know if I'm gonna buy the full size of this, but I'm really considering it because it's such a treat, right? It's so luxurious, it's so thick, but it just melts into your skin and it makes your skin so soft. And I freaking loved it. Fabulous. So I would definitely consider purchasing the full size. I have not yet. I have lotions that I need to get through, like my lotion bin is full, but next time I need to buy lotion, this is a contender for sure. After that one, I brought in the Kinsey Life Beat Body Lotion. And here's the thing, I have this perfume actually, and I do like the perfume way more than I thought that I was going to. It's a fabulous perfume. I don't like perfumed body lotions though. I always feel like they're far too strong. They're never the greatest formula wise. So it was nice to use, but I wouldn't repurchase it. I prefer like the body butter type or like the body souffle type products over like a body lotion in the first place, but also the perfumed ones, they're not for me. Then I brought in the Grace and Stella Lavender Lotion. This is the one I'm currently using. This is a fluid ounce, and I don't know why, but I feel like I've been using this for so long now, and this is the one that will go into the next round. For number 8, okay, so you guys know my lip products, some of them I have to toss because it's just not working out. They've gone bad because I've had them for so long. A lot of these minis I've just had for years. So I had started this one with the Lime Crime Lip Blaze in Emerald. And as I was using it, I noticed that it was starting to go bad. Ugh, it smells like paint. But it was starting to get very flaky. And when I had first started using it, it was kind of on the verge, and then it just went downhill from there. So I used what I could. There is still product left in this, but at this point I have to toss it. I have to just throw it out because it's past its prime. It's no good. There was another one. I want to say it was like an Anastasia Beverly Hills lip product or something, and I ended up tossing out that one too because I went to go find a new one after I realized that this one was gonna have to go. I grabbed that one, and that was just like an automatic. That has gone bad, honey. So this one, and then that one, but that one I already threw away. It's sad, but I ended up bringing in the Bare Minerals Mineralist Lip Gloss Balm in Sincerity. This one I am still using, and I have taken the stopper out, but there is still product in here. Oh my gosh. And I don't know when I got this, but I feel like it has to be new because it still smells like straight up vanilla. It smells so good. And this will be going into the next round with me. I'm thinking it won't take me much longer to use up because I have already taken the stopper out, but we'll have to see how it goes. For number 9, I started with the IT Cosmetics Brow Power Universal Brow Pencil in Universal Taupe. I feel like I used to really like these, and I always said they weren't my favorite because it wasn't a micro pencil, but the pencil tip is so freaking thick that it really is starting to get to me. I'm sure I still have more of these like in the full size. I don't think I'm going to purchase any more in the future. I really feel like at this point in my life, I'm over these. So I'll use up whatever I have left. And like I said, I'm not 100% sure, but I really think I'm over these. Like, I really like the micro brow pencils. Honestly, I'm even getting into pomades again because I'm loving these brows. And this was done with a pomade. I really like the colored waxes, like so many more than this. And I hate it every day I had to use this. So I won't be repurchasing this one in the future, I don't think. Once that one was gone, I brought in the Way Leave-In Conditioner. As you can see, there's not much left in here. This is going into the next round with me. So freaking good. And then for number 10, I started with the Verso Facial Cleanser for daily use. This one was really good. It's just an everyday basic cleanser. I have had this for so freaking long, and I'm so glad that it's finally gone and done with. But I did really enjoy using this, and I feel like it's a great just everyday basic cleanser. I feel like I've come across a lot of those in the last couple of months. Just really good stand up, just basic, your regular, good for everyday use, good for your skin. And this was another one, so I would consider repurchasing this in the full size in the future. I finished that off. Oh, you guys are gonna love this. I brought in a minier version of the Bumble and Bumble Invisible Oil Primer. This one is 0.34 fluid ounces. Y'all know my feelings on this. Finished that off. Then I brought in a little one-time use packet of the Briogeo Don't Despair Repair Super Moisture Shampoo. I feel like normally I don't like these because I always say there's not enough product in here to really get a feel for it. And I do agree with that. However, I did like this. I only used it once, obviously, but I actually really liked this as a shampoo. Maybe I try it. I really like this brand though, so it's not super surprising to me, and maybe I was a little bit more lax on judging it because of that, but I really liked this, and I would definitely consider getting this in the full size in the future, but the brand as a whole is also one of my favorites. And then when I finished that off, I brought in yet another Bumble and Bumble Invisible Hairdresser's Oil. This is another 0.34 fluid ounce size. This is what I'm currently using. It'll go into the next round with me. Okay, so we used up a total of 18 samples this round, and we also have 2 declutters, technically 3 if you count the one that I already decluttered and just didn't show y'all. But these are going bye-bye. And then we have 18 completely empty products, which not the greatest, but it's also not the worst, so I'm still pretty happy with myself. And we're getting into kind of more the interesting products. I'm gonna show you my bin. I had originally separated them into 2 bins, and it got to the point where one of them had like so few products in it, so I just put them into one big bin. Now I have mixed everything in here, and I have gotten some new samples from Ipsy and Ulta Gift with purchases and things like that, so they're, you know, but we're down to 1 bin. It is a full bin, but we're down to 1 bin, so I'm pretty optimistic about this, and hopefully this goes well. But this is what it currently looks like. Ideally, am I gonna have it finished by summer, like I said was my goal? Probably not. I'm hoping by the end of the year, maybe. Thank you. Thank you guys so much for joining me here today. Let me know down in the comments below what the last full-size favorite you found from a sample was. Please make sure you give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, to hit that bigger subscribe button if you'd like to see more of me. I do shop my samples once every month, normally around the 6th or the 7th of the month, but I do post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I will catch you all next time. Have a great one. Bye.